Well, vaccines remain one of the landmark achievements of public health in Colorado, reducing the incidences of many common and potentially fatal infectious diseases by up to 99%.
Dr. James Todd, Medical Director of Epidemiology and Infection Control at the Children's Hospital, says without vaccines, we would expect more than 70,000 vaccine-preventable disease cases in Colorado each year. Dr. Todd joins us now with more on the latest report explaining this. That's a big number for Colorado. Explain what you mean by that.
Well, in the era prior to vaccines, we have data going back to 1920 in Colorado. And so we know how many cases of diphtheria and measles and polio and all of the diseases we can currently prevent. And we could go back and calculate how many individuals, both children and adults, would have those diseases now if we didn't have those vaccines. And we know how many cases we actually have, so we can calculate how many we're preventing. And that number is probably now greater than 70,000 cases of vaccine-preventable diseases that we're preventing every year in Colorado with vaccines.
That's unbelievable.
Now, many parents are concerned about the side effects, but really the benefits much outweigh those. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. We have the best vaccine safety program in the world here in the United States, and we're very careful before vaccines are released. And the benefits of vaccines far outweigh the risks. You hear a lot about risks in the internet and just socially. People are concerned about it. But the real question is, first of all, those risks are inflated often when you get that information from unreliable sources. But in addition, what's the risk of not getting the vaccine? And we just talked about that. The risks of getting these diseases is far, far greater than the vaccines.
We've got some video to roll of kids getting vaccines. It's something parents really need to do and be educated on. But what is a good resource for parents to really learn about the safety and efficacy of vaccines?
Well, we have something in Colorado called the Colorado Children's Immunization Coalition, CCIC. And if you put that in to an internet search engine, it'll pull up that website. And there's information for parents. There are links to the CDC website. And I really encourage parents to go there. And when they're hearing something about vaccines that makes them a little insecure, they should certainly talk to their child's doctor, but they can also go to that website and they'll get information they can count on, that they can rely upon, not just rumors that often spread easily but aren't based in fact.
Terrific.
Now talk about the progress Colorado has made over the years in vaccination rates.
Well, it's been tremendous. Actually, even recently, in 2002, Colorado ranked the worst in the country in vaccinating its children. And now, out of 50 states, last year we were ranked 9th, and this year we're 15th. There's not much difference there. I think probably the economy has affected some people's ability to go out and get vaccinated, but they can go to clinics, they can go to the health department. They shouldn't stop vaccinating their children. We've made such great progress, and we've seen a tremendous drop in the number of kids who are being hospitalized with these diseases. So it really works.
Dr. Todd, with that in mind, what can be done now and in the future to go ahead and increase those rates, especially in light of the costs associated with maintaining the preventable diseases?
Well, the vaccines are widely available, and for people who can't afford them, they can get them through the health department. The thing to remember is the benefits far outweigh the costs as well as far outweigh the risks. And so this should be something every parent wants to do right from the minute their child is born, is make sure that they're getting their vaccines on time. One important point is that most of the severe vaccine-preventable diseases occur in the first couple months of life, first couple years of life. Okay. And so to put off vaccinating your child is just putting them at increased risk.
Good information, very educational. Again, there's some great websites. Dr. James Todd from the Children's Hospital, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. You can learn more about the 2010 report, Vaccine Preventable Diseases in Colorado's Children, at children'simmunization.org. Thanks again to Dr. Todd.